And now, the continuing story of Another World.
Your room at the dorm ready?
Yeah, the woman in the housing office said I could move in today or tomorrow.
I know you talked to Blaine just now.
Yeah, I asked her if there was any special time she wanted me to pick up my stuff.
What'd she say?
We left it that I could come by anytime I wanted, and now's as good a time as any.
Will she be there?
She said it didn't make any difference whether she was there or not.
How do you feel about seeing her?
Either way, it's tough.
Oh, honey.
Look, right now, the best thing for me to do is just get my stuff moved over to the dorm and get settled as soon as possible.
Want a hand?
Oh, no, thanks, Mom. It's mostly clothes and a few odds and ends.
Well, what about your classes this afternoon?
I've got an hour until my next one, so that should give me plenty of time to move.
Well, that's not going to give you time to unpack.
I can do that tonight.
Listen, I have an idea. Why don't you come back here for supper, and then we can both go over to the dorm, and I'll help you get settled.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Why, do you have something on?
I'm supposed to go to a party for Kit and Joey tonight.
Oh. Will any of your other friends be there?
Well, I know Clarice and Larry will be. I'm supposed to go with them.
Then go, honey. It'll do you good to get out.
I'm not feeling very social right now.
Well, sometimes you feel better if you make the effort to be with people.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I better get going.
If Blaine is at the apartment, maybe you two could talk?
After the last conversation we had?
Well, there's always the chance that she'll be more open with you now.
I think Blaine has said everything she intends to say.
For the moment, perhaps.
But, Mom, we're not communicating. There are still too many questions Blaine won't answer.
Yeah, I know, honey. That's why you have to be apart for a while.
A while?
Jerry, I have this feeling you shouldn't give up on Blaine just yet. Trust me, honey. Or at least trust my feeling.
It's over, Buzz. It's gone forever.
We can start over, baby. We can be happy again. Come on. What do you say?
I say, you're crazy.
Look, I got some dough, and I got a plane ticket we can trade in. Let's get out of here. Let's go somewhere. South America.
You're going to San Francisco. I'm staying right here.
Come on, baby. This is our big chance. If you just trust me, I swear we'll be safe.
I trusted you once. You turned on me.
It won't happen again.
No, it sure won't.
Look, I'll make all the plans.
I'm way ahead of you, Buzz. My plan is already in motion.
What plan?
To get rid of you.
You're lying.
Mm-mm. The reason Jordan Scott is sending you away is because I asked him to get you away from me.
You didn't.
I told you I would never forgive you for blackmailing me. I warned you, Buzz. I warned you I was going to get even with you. And Jordan is more than willing to help me.
Nobody double-crosses me, Blaine.
Doesn't feel too good, does it? Now you know what I went through all those months.
You'll never get away with it.
I think I already have.
You're into this operation up to your pretty little neck.
I'm working on my retirement plans. Getting rid of you was the first step.
I'll blow the whistle on you, baby.
No, you won't.
You watch me.
They'll throw the book at you.
Not if I make a deal.
With the DA. He's not going to make a deal with the two-time loser Buzz. You blow the whistle and you're going to end up in jail.
I'll rot in hell before that happens.
Hell or San Francisco. You got two choices, which is more than you ever gave me.
One of these days, I'm going to even the score with you, sister.
Don't you dare threaten me.
That ain't no threat. That's a promise.
Well, then maybe I'll just have to make it so you cannot deliver on that promise.
You talk real big for such a little girl.
Maybe I'll blow the whistle on you. Did you ever think of that?
Tell me all about it.
I bet the DA will make a deal with me. You'll spend the rest of your life in jail, Buzz. How does that sound to you, Buzz?
Blaine, what are you making me do? Did I hurt you bad?
Stay away from me.
I won't touch you again, I promise.
Get out of here. Leave me alone.
I'll make sure you're gonna be all right.
I said leave me alone. Get out.
Don't talk to me that way!
Jordan.
What are you doing here, Buzz?
He came to say goodbye.
Yeah, just for old time's sake.
I was wondering why you showed up here in the first place.
I'm just leaving.
Didn't I tell you not to contact anybody?
Well, you know, Blaine might have gotten kind of worried if I just disappeared without saying nothing.
So, you don't hear so well, huh? Did you tell your parole officer that you were going to San Francisco?
I've been busy.
Since when are you too busy to follow orders?
I'll get on it tonight.
I wouldn't wait that long, Buzz.
Look, mister, it's bad enough that I have to work at a lousy newsstand in a town where I don't even know nobody. But I don't need a hard time from you on top of it all.
What did you say?
I said, don't give me a hard time.
I'll show you what a hard time is.
It's all right, Blaine. I can handle this guy. I've been waiting to get my hands on him for a long time.
No, don't fight. Don't fight him.
I'll kill you, punk.
Yeah?
No! Stop it! Stop it! Stop!
You get my message, Weasel? You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Now get out of here. Are you all right?
Yes,
It's a good thing I showed up when I did.
Buzz stopped trying to hurt before you got here.
Let me see. Is it sore?
A little bit.
I thought Buzz would try to see you.
Jordan, it's all right now.
Oh, what will it take till you believe in me? The way that I believe in you. I said
It's better, it's much better, but I want you to pick up the tempo even more the next time.
Well, you do think we should at least slow down for the bridge, don't you?
Cindy, we're making this into an up tune. Let's keep it up. And another thing.
Oh, there's always another thing with you, isn't there?
When you don't get it right the first time, yes, there is.
Okay, so what's wrong this time, huh?
The lyrics. You're not thinking about the lyrics. Now remember, you're telling a little story. Tell it, mean it.
Jason, you want us to put this song into the act this week?
Yes, if Her Royal Highness can ever get it right. I'm doing it for your own good, sweetheart. Someone's coming to hear you.
Well, who?
Do I sense a change in attitude?
Who is it? Who's coming?
Someone from the arena. Now, I'm going to move Cindy over there once Tracy is back from her honeymoon.
What is the arena?
Don't you read the newspapers? The arena is the newest place, the hottest place in Bay City.
Well, I thought the supper club was the hottest place in Bay City.
And not if you're into big-time gambling.
Isn't gambling illegal here?
Yes, very. But the arena just happens to be outside the incorporated city limits. Anything goes, and I do mean anything. They've got horse racing on movie screens the size of a house. You can see it right there. It's incredible. There's poker, there's roulette, craps. Betting on anything from baseball to boxing.
Look, I don't think I should be associated with a place like that.
Oh.
Supper club? Oh, yeah, he's here. Just a minute, please. Dooley?
Yeah.
It's for you.
Make it fast, will you, Dooley?
Can you cover for me tonight?
Yeah, what's up?
Got plans.
A date?
Miranda Bishop, she's having a party for Kit and Joy.
Miranda Bishop. Oh, yeah, she's been in here a few times.
Right, that's the one.
I didn't know you traveled in such exclusive circles.
Always.
Hey, Cindy Lee, we're going to have to knock off for now. Why don't you learn the lyrics to that new romantic number, okay?
Yeah.
And we'll rehearse it tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, what's wrong with the rest of today?
I've got something to do.
I don't believe this. What is this?
It's important, Jason.
Getting Cindy Lee in shape for the arena is important, too. So come on, let's keep on rehearsing.
Yeah, but I can't.
You can't or you won't?
Jason, that was Tracy on the phone just now, and she wants me to come over and work with her.
What do you mean that was Tracy? Is she back from her honeymoon already?
I guess she said she would explain when I saw her.
Oh, where was she calling from?
Her place.
I'm going to call her right now.
Jason, why don't you wait for her to call you?
Wait. I don't wait for anyone. You know that.
Okay, I'll fill you in on what's up after I've seen her.
Mitch, has Tracy been in touch with you?
No.
Well, I wonder why she's still here. I mean, she and Russ were supposed to leave right after their wedding.
Maybe they changed their mind.
No. Something must have happened on that honeymoon. And then she came back here.
Jason, just cool it, will you?
I'm going over there, Mitch.
Jason Dooley said that he will let you know what's going on.
Yeah, well, I want to get it firsthand.
Hey, Mitch. Did you say you were going over to Miranda Bishop's tonight?
Why?
Well, you're coming up in the world, aren't you?
Do you know her?
Oh, the guy I date, he rents her guest house.
Yeah, I used to go over there when someone else owned it.
That's really the way to live, huh? With the gardens and the pool and that high wall to keep out the riffraff.
It's a nice place.
You gonna know anybody there?
A few.
I don't get it. Why would Margot Grove come to see you about Blaine?
Well, according to Margot, Blaine told me that told her that I was the one that can confirm that she was never a nice person.
Well, maybe she just wanted to see what Jerry'd gotten himself into.
Yeah, the thing is, though, Margot is not pleased that they're splitting up.
What do you mean, she likes Blaine?
Well, she was sticking up for her with me.
Sticking up for her how?
She says that Blaine loves Jerry.
Clarice told me something like that, too.
I'll say one thing for Blaine. She certainly gets a lot of good people to be on her side.
Well, you know Clarice, she won't think anything bad about anybody.
Yeah, the trouble is, though, that Margot's a smart lady. I would think she would know what Blaine was up to.
Well, maybe Blaine's conned her.
Maybe. I don't know. I've given up trying to figure that girl out.
Well, me too. Anyway, I got more important things on my mind.
Everything okay with you and Charlotte?
Well, yeah, everything's fine with me and Charlie. I wasn't thinking about me and Charlie. I was thinking about you.
Oh, well, everything's fine with me. Looks like we've seen the last of Harry Must Die.
Wish we could say the same about Mitch Blake.
I don't think you have to worry about Mitch. I think everything's going to be okay.
What makes you so sure?
Well, he's figured out the mystery.
Oh, well, it seems to me that would make things a little bit more complicated.
No. He knows now that he's the father of this baby. That's what he was really interested in finding out, and it seems like he's willing to let the situation stay as it is.
Well, didn't he say that he wanted to see you?
Yeah. We'll see each other when we run into each other, and I'll be courteous to him.
Is that why you stuck around the other day when Mitch came by the house?
I was afraid if I left that he'd accuse me of avoiding him.
I think you should avoid him.
I can't, Mom. I made a bargain with him.
What are you going to do? Just be friends
We're
now?
not going to be friends. We're not going to be enemies. We're going to maintain some sort of balance. And eventually, I think he's going to lose interest in the idea of the baby.
Rachel, you are dreaming.
Well, look at the kind of guy he is. He's a loner. No strings.
Maybe he wants to have some strings now.
Well, I think he's playing around with the idea at the moment, but I think eventually he'll wind up just the way he always has been.
Hope your character analysis is right.
Look, it's Miranda Bishop I'm much more interested in talking about.
You told me that she's been dropping Mitch Blake's name a lot.
Every time she sees me.
Well, how does she do it?
She smiles, and then digs, and then smiles some more. She's really something. Reminds you of anybody? I just can't figure out why she's doing it.
What about good old, plain old curiosity?
No, it doesn't wash. It would if it was just once or twice, but she doesn't quit. Of course, maybe it's her idea of fun and games with Mac.
Well, whatever it is, she seems to be getting to him.
You sure?
Did you happen to notice the look on his face when he walked into my house and Mitch was there when he came to pick you up?
I know he wasn't pleased.
Wasn't pleased? Rachel, you have to be very, very careful. I mean, you don't want to do anything to make Mac suspicious.
Well, I won't let him get suspicious. Don't worry, I'll handle it.
How are you going to handle Miranda, with a muzzle?
I'll just steer clear of her.
That might not be so easy.
Oh, it's going to be simple. I'm going to start tonight.
What's tonight?
She invited us over for a party for Joey and Kit. I'm going to get out of it.
How can you?
Well, that's the nice thing about being pregnant. You've got lots of excuses for not going anywhere. I can say I'm tired or not feeling good.
But what about Mac?
Well, he'll want to go because of Joey and Kit.
He will be alone in Miranda's house.
No, I'm sure there are going to be other people there.
No, Rachel, I mean alone, with Miranda, without you.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that you should be thinking that that lady might be trying to get a hold of him.
Well, that's a possibility I consider with any woman, Mom, who meets Mac. And the woods are full of them.
Who is it?
It's Jerry. You did say I could come by any time.
You don't have to make excuses. It's still your apartment. Where'd you get the suitcase?
I borrowed it from Mom.
But you have a big one here.
You mean the matching luggage we bought for our honeymoon?
Yes?
I thought you'd want to keep the whole set.
Half belongs to you.
Yeah, but
Half of everything belongs to you.
it does?
I guess now you're gonna have 2 bags to take all your stuff in, huh?
Most of it'll fit in this one. I don't have that much stuff.
That's right. We were gonna go shopping this week at Hardy and Schuster. They have such a great summer. Don't forget to go if you have time.
Yeah. I'd better get started packing.
All your stuff is in a closet and a chest of drawers.
Yeah, I know. What do people who are breaking up do about their wedding picture? I'd I'd better get started packing or I'll be late for class.
Jerry, do you want some help?
No, thanks.
Really, I don't mind. You never were a very good packer.
Well, then I guess I better learn. I should only be about 15 or 20 minutes.
Don't rush.
Did my laundry come back?
Yeah, it did.
Everything?
Yeah. Everything.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Now, sir, may I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for a book about babies.
What kind of book?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
Well, if you'll tell me what you want to know about babies, I can give you the proper book.
They're not all the same?
Well, many books cover the same basic areas, but they emphasize different things.
Like what?
Well, for instance, some authors concentrate on psychological development. Others spend more time discussing physical care.
All right. How about mothers?
Do you want a book on raising a child?
No, not yet. Too soon for that.
Too soon. I think I'm beginning to understand. You must be an expectant father.
Yeah, I guess you can say that, yes.
You guess?
Look, what I'm trying to find out is, how do I know that the mother-to-be is taking care of herself in such a way that the baby is going to be all right?
Oh, then you're looking for a book on prenatal care.
Right, if you say so.
Well, books on prenatal care advise the expectant mother about proper exercise, diet, vitamins.
Right. Sounds great.
Well, there are several books I can suggest. There's Your Baby and You by Dr. Richard Sterling. That's very popular. Then there's Care During the Waiting Period by Melville and Polk. The Waiting Game by Susan Lantana. Well, look, why don't I give you a few to look over? Then you can decide which one tells you what you want to know.
Look, I'll tell you what. You just, I'll look over anything you suggest, but just, you tell me which one is the best book.
Goodness, you are a concerned young father, aren't you?
Looks like I've got more stuff than I thought.
Don't forget your raincoat.
Well, where is it?
It's on a hook in there. I put it there because I wanted to fix that rip in your pocket.
That's no problem. I'll just bring it to a tailor. That about does it. Except for one thing.
What's that?
My beige sweater. I'll take another look in the bedroom for it.
I'm sure it's not in there, Jerry.
Well, where do you think it is?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Well, that's funny. Did you send it to the cleaners?
Everything I sent to the cleaners is already back.
Well, maybe they lost it.
Would have been on the slip. Besides, I sent that sweater to the cleaner a month ago.
Oh, that's right. It got messed up in that popcorn fight we had. Are you sure it isn't around here somewhere? I really liked it.
You said your beige sweater, right?
You know which one it is, Blaine. You gave it.
I know. It was your birthday present.
When you gave me that big box, I thought you were giving me a blanket or something.
I wanted to surprise you.
It sure was. I gave you my number at the dorm, didn't I?
Yeah, I've got it.
Well, just send me the phone bill and the gas and electric. I'll take care of all that.
Oh, Jerry, you don't really have to.
Well, they're in my name, so I'm still responsible.
Well, I guess I'll change them over to my name pretty soon, then, huh?
No, there's no rush.
Jerry? What about the divorce? Am I supposed to do something about that?
I really don't know who's supposed to do something about that.
I guess we better talk about it then. Is now a good time?
No. No, it isn't. I've got to get back to the university.
I guess we'll wait then, huh?
Look, why don't you just go ahead on that?
No, I'd feel much better if you handled it.
I suppose I could make some inquiries about it.
You mean get legal advice?
Yeah.
Who do you go to for that?
I could talk to Brian Bancroft, I guess.
Is he a friend of yours?
I talked to him that day he lectured one of my classes, remember?
Oh, that's right. He talked to you about a job, too.
Yeah. I've got to get out of here. I can't stand this.
And now, the next part of Another World.
Hey, you wanted to get that?
Would you please?
You expecting anybody?
Russ may have forgotten his keys. He was going to try to get off from the hospital early.
Okay, then I'll clear out.
Where is she? Is she all right?
She's more than all right.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, ask her when you see her.
That you, Jason?
Yes, I'm sorry if I caught you at a bad time. All right, Julie. You can cut the smart guy act. What is going on?
Jason.
Hey, actually, Jason, you caught me at the perfect time.
Why do you say that?
Just made a pot of coffee.
None for me, thanks.
Oh, you'll change your mind when you see the cake that goes with it. It's Russ's favorite. I tell you, between cake and milkshakes, it's
Tracy, would you mind telling me why you're still here in Bay City?
Oh! Well, Russ had to cover for another doctor.
Well, didn't the hospital know he was getting married?
Yeah, of course they knew, but this other doctor got sick, and the patient needed emergency surgery, so he agreed to stay around and perform the surgery and wait for the patient's recovery.
So the honeymoon is off.
For the moment. That's why I called Dooley, so we could get a little work done.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we were just trying to arrange a rehearsal schedule.
Yeah, we're going to work on a regular basis from now on, but I can still work with Cindy Lee.
Now, you can forget about Cindy Lee. Just don't worry about her. If we start working right now, we can polish up your act in, a month or so.
Oh, I don't know if I can rehearse that long.
Since when is a month a long time?
No, I may be leaving next week.
Leaving?
Well, don't act so surprised. Russ and I still haven't had our honeymoon.
Well, didn't you just say
I mean, it's off for now, for the moment, but not forever.
I guess I must have misunderstood.
Oh, come on, sit down.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I haven't told you the good news.
What is that?
Well, Jason, you could show just a little more enthusiasm.
What's the good news, Tracy?
Russ and I may have a house.
That is good news.
Isn't it? We made an offer. It hasn't been accepted yet, but if it is, then we'll move in right after the honeymoon.
Just great.
Oh, well, listen, we can talk about that. I'm going to get you a cup. You want a coffee,
sure,
yes?
yeah.
Right? Okay. Oh, I didn't tell you the best part about it, though. One of the rooms is just perfect to convert into a music studio.
Whoa, that's a great idea.
Isn't that terrific?
Don't you think so, Jason, huh?
So have some more cake.
Thank you, I will. You know, it's really good.
Like I said, it's Russ's favorite.
Then we are agreed that we will rehearse every day until you and Russ take off.
Terrific.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what that means? It means a solid block of rehearsals, 4 or 5 hours a day.
Jason, Tracy and I were thinking of 3-hour rehearsals.
3-hour rehearsals? She won't even get her voice back in 3-hour rehearsals, Julie.
Jason, don't jump all over him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just keyed up because, we're going to be working together again sooner than I planned. And you've got to be ready to go as quickly as possible.
What's the big rush?
Well, you're going to be opening again at the Supper Club after, of course, you return from your trip. And once we get the act polished, we're going to get ready to go. I've got a tentative schedule.
Dilly, what time is it?
A little after 3. Why?
I was hoping Russ would be home by now.
Tracy, do you want to hear the dates that I've set up?
Sure. They're not firm, are they?
No, I haven't signed any contracts yet.
Okay, because I don't want to make any definite commitments yet. Right?
I see. Well, would you at least like to know what places we might be going to?
Sure. Of course I would.
Okay.
Oh, that must be Russ right now.
Hello, Judy.
Hello, gorgeous.
Oh.
Hey, Russ.
How are you, Dooley?
Fine, thanks.
Hello, Russ.
Hiya, Jason.
Dooley and I have been rehearsing this afternoon.
Yeah, well, how's it going, Dooley?
Terrific as ever.
I could have told you that without even hearing the rehearsal.
You know, I told Tracy that as soon as you came back in, I would be leaving. So?
No, come on. Don't let me break up a rehearsal.
Oh, you're not breaking it up. We were finished.
Right. Come on.
Well, same time tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh, no, wait a minute.
Wait, there a problem?
There might be. You know, the real estate agent is supposed to call me tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Well, you keep your fingers crossed, yeah?
I will. You know, I just know we're going to get that house because it is so perfect.
You're seeing me.
Well, you better not thank me until I find you a place to sit.
Looks like a busy office.
Well, messy or busy, I'm not quite sure which. Here, I think that'll
Thanks.
do it.
You know, in some ways, I would have been curious to meet you, even if I didn't have something specific to discuss.
Oh, why is that?
See if you're at all like my son,
Oh,
Jerry.
am I?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there were similarities. They say history repeats itself.
And what you want to know about is my history with Blaine.
This isn't behind her back, Jamie. She told Jerry to check with you and your mother.
Yeah.
Talk to you.
But Jerry hasn't contacted me.
I know, but Blaine made such a point of it that I felt one of us should.
I'm still kind of surprised by that.
Your mother was surprised, too.
I mean, usually the last thing you want to do is talk about your past relationships.
Well, Blaine told Jerry that the reason she broke up with him was because she could never stay nice for very long. And she said you would confirm that.
Couldn't stay nice.
Would you say that's true?
Blaine and I had some pretty rough times, Mrs. Grove.
Well, listen, I don't want to pry, but without going into a lot of detail, could you tell me why?
Well, I'd have to say that our biggest problem was that we were just kids. And immature kids at that.
And your backgrounds were very different.
Right. That was a problem.
Would you say that's why you got divorced?
Well, if I had to sum it all up in just a few words, I'd have to say that Blaine and I married each other for all the wrong reasons.
Well, what about her saying that she couldn't stay nice for long?
Neither of us stayed very nice, Mrs. Grove.
So you don't blame her entirely for your breakup?
Let me put it this way. Everything Blaine said about herself was probably true then. But I understand she's changed a lot.
Do you still keep in touch with her?
No, but Sally Frame is her best friend, and she's also a good friend of mine, she told me a lot about Blaine.
Well, would it be breaking a confidence?
Oh, no, not at all. She said that Blaine is finally straightening out her life. And she also told me that Blaine is crazy about Jerry.
I think she's still crazy about him. And I know that he loves her.
Then why aren't they together now? I just thought of something.
Tell me.
Well, after we broke up, Blaine told me that she always knew that our marriage wasn't going to stick.
It's an odd thing to say. How would she know?
Well, she said that just when everything is going good for her, she always finds a way to wreck it. Has it ever occurred to you that maybe Blaine might have deliberately broken up her marriage to Jerry?
I think she was pressured somehow.
Buzz Winslow always had a powerful influence over her.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, hello.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Everything's all right?
Yes, everything's fine.
Listen, I got an interesting book today. It's called The Waiting Game. Do you know about it?
Why would you buy that book?
Do you know about it?
Well, yeah, it's about pregnancy and prenatal care. I have the book.
All right, have you been horseback riding lately?
No, not lately.
All right, it says here, forceful exercise, such as horseback riding, tennis, fast dancing, and swimming may be harmful. Be sure to talk these matters over with your doctor.
Right, Mitch. Well, I know all that.
All right, well, you're not going to do anything strenuous until you check it out.
Mitch, this isn't my first baby, you know.
You'll check it out, right?
Right. I'll check it out.
All right, what about your diet? Have you been planning that?
I'm eating very well, thank you very much.
Okay, dietary musts. Here are the foods you should eat every day for your own well-being. Number 1, milk, 1 quart. It's very important if you're planning on breastfeeding the baby.
What?
Do you plan to?
Mitch, this is none of your business. None of these questions are any of your business.
Why are you getting so annoyed?
Well, you just can't call me up and ask me all these questions and tell me what to do.
What do you mean I can't? Am I the father or not?
Look, I'm hanging up now.
Why?
Mac has come home.
I'll call you tomorrow.
I'm going out tomorrow.
What time will you be back?
Look, just don't call me anymore about the baby, all right? Boy. I'm in here, honey. In the living room. Hi.
You okay?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm glad to be home. Where's Amanda?
Oh, she and Vivian are out looking at the new chicks.
I don't know which one enjoys those the most, Vivian or Amanda.
I do, watching them.
I think I'll go enjoy watching them myself. Want to come with me?
No, thanks.
I'll only be a few minutes anyway.
Why?
Well, I got to bathe and change for Miranda's party. How formal is that going to be?
Oh, I think it's informal.
Oh, good. Then you all changed?
Well, I'm not going to go.
You're not going?
Well, I'm tired.
Tell you what. You go upstairs and take a nap. I'll call Miranda and tell her we're going to be late.
I'm not in a party mood, Mac.
Do you good to get out.
I don't want to go. I'm sorry. It's just it's been so hot lately, and I think I've been overdoing it.
I understand. I'm going to stay home with you, okay?
No, don't do that. Joey and Kid will wonder where you are.
Darling, you know I don't like to go to a party without you.
Well, I'll be here waiting for you when you get back.
I have a feeling you'll be here waiting because you're not too fond of Amanda. Miranda, I mean.
That's a contributing factor.
You sure it's not the whole factor? Why do you feel so unfriendly toward her, Rachel?
I don't know, I just do.
Most people seem to think she's a lovely, charming woman.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Good. Then you'll have fun at her party.
I would just like to know why you're, well, hostile toward her.
I have good reason to be.
What reason could you possibly have? She's been hospitable, she's been kind, she takes a great interest in your welfare.
And the welfare of all the people that we know.
You're talking about one particular person?
She certainly brings up Mitch Blake's name whenever she can.
I think she brings up Mitch Blake's name when there's some reason to bring it
Well,
up.
I think she invents her reasons.
Well, I think that's a very unfair thing for you to say.
Her remarks are unnecessary and malicious.
You're still talking about her remarks about Mitch
Yes,
Blake?
I am.
Well, what if I were to tell you that I feel very uncomfortable around that man, too? Would you think that I was being malicious?
You've never been uncomfortable before.
Well, I've started seeing things now that I've never seen before.
Oh, come on, Mac. You wouldn't even think that way if she hadn't put all these ideas into your head.
Why are we arguing about these people?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
No, you forgive me. I better go out and see Amanda.
She's been waiting for you.
Stay tuned for the conclusion of Another World.
Who is it?
It's Margot.
Margot? Hi, Jerry's not here.
Yeah, I know, honey. He called me from the dorm a little while ago. Have I come at a bad time?
No, I still have time before my appointment.
You going out?
Yeah, why? You look so funny. Why? What? Is something wrong?
Have you been listening to the radio?
No. I was listening to my record player.
And nobody's called you?
No.
I was driving home in my car just now, and I had the car radio on, and
Yes?
there's been a terrible accident, Blaine. Buzz Winslow was killed.
What?
According to the report, he was lost control of his car, and it went over a cliff by the lake.
I said, don't give me a hard time.
I'll show you what a hard time is.
It's all right, Blaine. I can handle this guy. I've been waiting to get my hands on him for a long time.
No, don't fight. Don't fight him.
I'll kill you, punk.
Yeah?
No! Stop it! Stop it!
You get my message, Winslow? You understand?
Blaine? You don't think it was an accident, do you?
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.